Hi, I'm Victor, and today I'm going to show you all a few simple science experiments related to dissolving aluminum. So the items you need for these experiments are sodium hydroxide pellets, scales, safety goggles, and safety gloves as well, weigh boats, water, a test tube, a stirring rod, a barbecue lighter, a funnel, a few beakers, aluminum foil and an aluminum can, tongs, and a plastic container. So first of all, you should try to weigh around 40 grams of sodium hydroxide. And once you've weighed that, which I've already done, you can go ahead and begin pouring 100 milliliters of distilled water into a beaker. This can actually be normal water as well, but I'm just using distilled water. Alright, so that's around 100 milliliters. So what we're doing is creating 10 molar sodium hydroxide to react with in the experiment. So what you have to do now is to pour in the sodium hydroxide pellets into the water. Then stir it and mix it together. It will get quite warm. So then you can go ahead and prepare some aluminum foil. I'm going to make a few pellets. So then after we got this solution well mixed up, we can go ahead and place the aluminum foil balls into this container. Again, please make sure your area is well ventilated, and my area is relatively well ventilated, so please try to follow suit. And once you place in the aluminum foil balls, try to quickly put the funnel on top and put a test tube on top of that. And this is to collect the hydrogen gas, which should happen as a result of the experiment. And then we can do a pop test after that. So, just place that quickly. Yep, there's a massive reaction. So what happens in this reaction is that aluminum in the form of cans or foil combines with sodium hydroxide in the form of pellets and water to form sodium aluminate and hydrogen. So now, after we've taken a bit of time and waited for this reaction to pretty much fully occur, now we can go ahead and take out our lighter, prepare it, and then lift out the test tube with some tongs. So hydrogen gas should be in this test tube. And that's a pop test. So in the pop test, there's initially hydrogen gas, which has been collected through our apparatus and our reaction. And then there's oxygen gas in the air, in the atmosphere. And then a wooden splint or a barbecue lighter is brought in, which basically has a flame on it and thus will react with a loud pop. And hydrogen gas is naturally flammable, and in this reaction, hydrogen is basically reacting with oxygen in the atmosphere to form water, and the flame is basically providing the activation energy required for this exothermic reaction to happen. And as can be seen by the test tube, additionally, there is actually some water inside. So water has been formed by the reaction. So in the second part of this experiment, weigh 40 grams of sodium hydroxide pellets on your weigh boat. And then pour in 200 milliliters this time of distilled water. So we're going to make 5 molar sodium hydroxide. Yep, that's about that. And then, again, remember to do this in a well-ventilated area, and then pour in the sodium hydroxide pellets and let them mix. And give it some time for it to fully react. Alright, so once you've given it time to settle, then you can go ahead and get your plastic container and then pour in around 150 milliliters of liquid in here, and then pour in the rest into the can once you put it down in here. Watch out, it may be a bit warm. And then place it down, and then you can wait for it and see the reaction. Just try to make it in a ventilated area again. After a while, the can loses some aluminum, and there's just plastic holding it in place. Ultimately, this reaction depends on the amount of time, the amount of liquid, and also the concentration of liquid, and even the material that is used. So, to continue this experiment, I'm going to add 28 grams of sodium hydroxide and a few milliliters, less than 20 milliliters of water. And as can be seen, the amount of can being dissolved actually increases, and as the rate of reaction also increases. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and bye.